my fellow Age of Empire 3 enjoyers, and welcome back to another Manakiko video. I got myself a fresh coffee and I'm ready to show you another gameplay video, so let's put on our fog of war. We don't have a vision of what the enemy Portuguese is seeing. Oh, now we do. What the fuck? Yeah. So, another Malta game. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the content. I'm new to YouTube, so it would definitely help me out if you put a little comment. Even if you wanna be a critic, if you wanna give some criticism, like Manakiko, you're shit at videos, stop it please. Just put it in the comments, because it helps me grow my channel. But if you don't want, if you're too lazy to put a comment, then it's fine too, man. Just watch the video and enjoy, I would say. So, we're playing on the map called Kamchatka. It's the peninsula between Siberia and Russia. And we're just gonna follow my mouse clicks, I guess. So, I'm here anxiously scouting with Duber, the pet monkey. He used to be the favorite monkey of one of my first streamers in Age of Empires 3 that I used to love to watch, Samurai Revolution. Yeah, I always like to watch his strategy school videos. So I'm not sure if he's still posting content. Well, I know Samurai Revolution isn't, but his channel was taken over by the Claymore, I think. And it's also nice videos. If you love Age of Empires 3 content, watch their website, watch their strategy school, and learn some strats. But if you are a low elo player just like me, it's always nice to just wing it, you know, just go in with a plan, and then in the first minute you forget what you're doing, just enjoying your time. So I fucked up my start again. So this time I had to send the church shipment instead of the 3 vills, which will delay my power spike immediately. So I'm already feeling pretty good. Especially against Portuguese, a civilization that's known for its good eco, I would say. And I even managed to scare away my starting herd. Here you see me herding, and these bighorn sheep are the one that were spawning in next to my town center. They are quite far away, so that's really a point I have to focus myself on. And look at that micro, it's looking juicy already. So yeah, I have no other option than to eat my goats already. My 3 villager shipments have to walk a kilometer before they are near to any source of food. So, but luckily I collected 800 food and I can start chopping the wood. So this build, I'm again doing the XP stuff. I just love that you have a lot of shipments as Malta. It feels good, you know. And also that extra bonus of 2% HP, it really adds up after a while. So I don't mind just throwing out any shipment. I really enjoy Malta as a civilization, as you probably know. Nano Snake is already aged up to age 2, so I figured he was probably doing a 12-10, a 10-10 I mean, or like yeah, 12 villager age up with Portuguese. That one is pretty good, so I know he's getting his gold grades now to age up to age 3 already. Let's see if that's actually the case. And he is. So as I thought, he aged up with food. Yes, his grades are already in, and he's enjoying. He's living his life as a dirty Portugal main. But that's more for later to come. We're focused on the Manakiko and what he's doing. So I aged up with 400 wood. I decided to ship another 700 wood because I thought I will start training some units. And you see, I make a commandery. But at this point in time, I really have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. It would have been better for me. You see, I built an artillery foundry as well, even though I don't have gold. And that's when I noticed that maybe I should have shipped some coin here, so I can start spamming those nasty fire throwers. So yeah, I'm in a bad spot again, trying to do everything at once. I see he aged up to Fortress Age, and I decide to macro towards Fortress Age myself. So put all of my villagers on food. I'm making houses even though I still have population space, and this 700 wood shipment, it really fucked up my tempo because I'm building stuff that I don't necessarily need at this point. Also, I'm floating almost 600 wood. So yeah, I really just, if I want to play against Portugal, I really have to yeah, match his tempo, or maybe yeah, or maybe go all in H2, but don't do neither of those things. But anyway, it's a low elo game, so it's not being punished as we speak. So I think he's just booming. He's enjoying his life as a farmer. And yeah, I got that fast age up shipment, so pretty stoked about that. Then I decide to age up with 8 crossbows, because I figure, yeah, it's Portugal, he's gonna come with dragoons, so crossbows is never a bad choice. And now, yeah, I fixed the thing where I can see my score again, so I'm feeling quite comfortable here. I have a little bit of wood in my bank still left. Starting to make some hussars, making a second barracks. I placed them a little bit defensive, just in case he comes to wreck my my commandery. And yeah, it's a low elo game, as you see. Nobody's being raided. We're just being friends. We're just being friends. Just like the whole community in Age of Empires 3 should play the game. Just be friendly, man. Give each other some space. One of you wants to take the middle, then just let him. You can stay on your side. So now I aged up and I decide, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to keep up production if I have to put people on wood, so I will just ship the wood crates. And yeah, it's just shipment after shipment after shipment with this build. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th shipment is 9 minutes and 40 in the game. And I did 7 shipments, so that's already 14% HP for my units. So it's not looking too bad. It's not looking great either, but managed to get a batch of Hussar, and that's when I noticed somebody is trying to hurt my herd on my side. So yeah, the Hussars run to that side. Some lovely coffee in the meantime. And they slap the shit out of that villager. With my Duber in his base, I scout he's still not making units. It's 10 minutes in the game. He was H3 long time before me and he's still not making units. So yeah, it's not a bad game for me to be in. So I really have a chance to win here. I realize it now, and yeah. Next shipment is a 1k coin, just to keep up the production of the Hussars and of the fire throwers. His Duber is scouting my base and he's seeing the same thing I was seeing. Little does he know I have a forward base in the middle. I'm not sure what he's scouting with his spyglass. Is he scouting my base or not? I really couldn't tell you. So yeah, we're just playing a patient game. I see some dragoons, so I'm happy that I chose to mass crossbows. Imagine one day there's gonna be a port player who just masses Hussar, and then you stand there with your skirmisher or your crossbow units.
Oh,
you really are fucked up. Because I think the Portuguese, they should have a pretty good musketeer unit, if I'm not wrong. So a Musk-Huss combination wouldn't be bad. But yeah, that artillery foundry that I made about 10 minutes ago, it's starting to become handy here. Because I want to mass some cannons. Also I get the steel bolts upgrade for my crossbows. So yeah, I'm just buffing the units. They already got a lot of HP from all the shipment that I could send. Now I sell some food with the market to get the third falconet. Normally you always want to aim for like 4, or like have a shipment of 2 and then make 2. But in this case 3 is the best I could do. And yeah, I'm just like having my eye on the score and thinking to myself, maybe it's time that I just try something, you know. It wouldn't hurt to try a little bit of a push. I have the siege, I have the anti-dragoon units, I have the anti-cazador units. I just have to be careful with my hussars to not waste them early. So yeah, I keep them in the reserve. I just move into the town center, keep my hussars in the back, just in case he wants to come over with his army, and then I can flank it. So as you see, the dragoons are there. Micro my crossbows onto the dragoons. And yeah, my cannons just make quick work of his halberdiers. And yeah, at this point I'm just chilling with my Huss. I'm keeping my crossbows on the cannons, so the goons cannot come close. Here I aim for another upgrade for the crossbows. This is a beautiful card for Malta. beautiful upgrade. I mean, infantry breastplate is good for your crossbows. It's good for your pikes. And here I see their cannons, organ guns, and I decide this is my moment to attack with the hussars. It isn't that clean of an engage, but I managed to snipe an organ gun with my falconet. I'm just gonna go loose from the fight a little bit. And yeah.
Yes.
Pull back my hussars, but not in time. I have another batch. I was only training extra hussars here, because they can work as an anti-cav unit as well. Because yeah, they got so many guards that their HP is already like 100 above regular hussar. Almost 100. Yeah, it's just disgusting. They're just disgusting, these hussars. A little bit more expensive, but you really get your money's worth. Especially in the XP build.
Yes.
And here I feel I could have pushed, but I also feel like I did a good amount of damage. I don't want to overextend my army, because if I lose my army, I will literally lose the game here. So I decide to play it careful. I make a culverin. Also my mortar came in. So, and that's when I notice the villager again. So I send in my hussars, and that's when I discover something juicy. I see another herd being shot to the back.
Yes.
I raid some villagers. I find his duber, so he's also 3-tapped. And then I see his second town center, but it's a forward town center again. So that's a beautiful target. Only match to make one culverin. And here I see his army. So I think I move all my units towards. So just a little bit AFK, but they are coming. In the end, they are coming to my side. So yeah, he decides to take down my commandery. I decide to take down his town center. So it's another great trade for me. I have a lot of siege, 2 falconets, 1 culverin, 1 mortar. So I know he will be coming from this side. I have a big batch of units. I'm upgrading my fire throwers, but then this fucking mortar is not really moving like I asked him to move. So yeah, he will be the victim. But it sets up my cannons in a beautiful way here. They're hidden behind the tree line, they're hidden behind all of my units. And yeah, they pack, unpack. I did an attack move on the back line of his castles, that's why they pack and unpack. But in the end he decides it's not worth to stay here. I have a batch of sentinels coming in melee mode. They will force back the castles so I can make quick work of his dragoons. And yeah, these guys, they are just on the chase. That's when I overextend them, because they are my only anti-cav that I still have. And this is not a good fight for me. And this falconet, man, he is just packing and unpacking in the worst times. So yeah, I really have to learn how to do a proper cannon micro, but in the end I accept my fight. I decide, let's go back for some heals. A lot of low HP units, and I want them to be healed up. Then I have 2 cards in the bank, and I decide to send the pandours. That's that beautiful anti-skirmisher skirmisher. So it's a lovely unit.
Yes?
So when do they really decide to heal? This guy is not healing yet. I'm curious, when does that happen?
Ready.
My cannon is healing.
Ready.
So I think next time I have to move a little bit closer. There. Ah, yes, they really have to stand in this circle, I guess. But the important thing is that my falconet is healed up. The pandours are here. Look at them. They're huge top hat. They have a long rifle with a thick barrel, so they are Chad units. Just gonna make a little screenshot so I can get my thumbnail for this video. Last but not least, I send the upgrade card for the Maltese units, and I make another commandery.
Bonjour.
I feel like I should make some more buildings with Malta. They are so good, these commanderies, and basically a stable for Malta. Depends on which cards you send. Well, obviously they already have the dragoons and the hussar. But yeah, also a shipment point, and they can be made by the explorer. This civ is so nice to play, especially in these type of games. You know, we're just having a nice and long stretched out game. These crossbows, they are almost, yeah, they're more than 50% buffed by all your cards. I put the pandours into stealth mode because I thought it will lure my opponent in to thinking that he's not facing a big mass as he thinks it is. So I felt like that was pretty smart. Kept my cannon in fire mode. I don't need to go fast here. It's really just I'm taking my time, I'm moving slow. And then when I see the hussar engaging, I take them out of stealth mode and they start hitting on the caçadores. Wow. I see these 2 culverins, they're aiming for my falconet, so I move back smartly. But yeah, these hussars, they were uncovered too long. Caçadores focusing the first hus. Now I can just attack move in with my other one. Fire throws are also. They have? No, they don't have a bonus. They have a negative bonus. But yeah, here it's just I still have a fat amount of ranged units, so I decide I will just take some melee guys, the Pointy boys, and the horses, and then it should be GG. Made a little bit of a bad mistake again. Left my cannon untouched, but then I realized, oh, you still have a lot of fire throwers, a lot of crossbowmen. They also have a pretty decent siege. Not great, but I mean, it looks nice. All fire arrows. And then I have my siege brothers coming in, the Pointy boys. These pandours, man. Oh, they just wreck anything Portuguese throwing at me. So that was the game. It's a win for the Manakiko. He out-ecoed me, but yeah, against Portuguese, that's normal, I guess. In villager count, he was quite far ahead until I could raid him. And then he was only a little bit ahead. I really have to focus my villager production a little bit more. But in the end, it's all about the military count and keeping that high. So yeah, I really can recycle a lot of my units into the next fight. I think that's what won me the game. He lost his units. He went from 56 to 25 here. 25, huh? So not so big of a loss. Anyway, these are the stats if you are interested. But that was the game. Thank you so much. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. And I hope to see you soon in the future. And this was Manakiko. Peace out.